everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I hope that you guys are doing well. Yes, it's the same day. It's still February 14th. My husband's still out skating, so I'm going to work on some videos. Let me turn on the other light. Okay, I don't know if that makes much of a difference, but we did get some of the lights up in the top kind of fixed, or not fixed. We got a new bulb for one of them. Some of the bulbs that we found did not work in there, so I gotta go exchange them and work on that. But anyway, I hope that you guys are doing well and having a wonderful Valentine's Day. I wanted to share the haul that I got. I don't know when I got these ones, but I did get them at the Goodwill, and I just went in one day. I think it was one of the days that was on a Sunday. So it might have been last Sunday. We took my mother-in-law to her meeting. She's a Jehovah's Witness. I have my heating pad on, so I have to move it. But we took her to her meeting, and we usually go to the skate park, and I go do any shopping, or I just go to the thrift store and walk around while she's there. And I went into the Goodwill that day, and I don't think I shared this. For some reason, I think I did talk about this in another video, maybe. I don't know. Sometimes I forget. And then I'll rewatch my videos because, like I've said before, I will delete everything. So anyway, I got this one for a very specific reason, and we'll see if y'all can figure it out before I tell you. It's called Hermit's Peak by Michael McGarity. And this is a Kevin Kearney novel. So I don't know if this is the first one. I don't know if they all kind of go together. But this is a signed copy I found there. I don't know. It was to somebody. I don't know. I can't really read the writing. It says, "Welcome to Santa Fe," and it has his name on there. And this was written in 1999. And it even has a little map here of New Mexico. And Hermit's Peak we're really close to where I live, and actually closer to where I grew up. I used to go up there. It's like a 30-minute drive up Gallinas, up to Gallinas, and then Hermit's Peak is up there. My brother actually, I think, hiked Hermit's Peak with my cousin not too long ago. One day I'd love to be able to do that, even if just a little walk, just a little bit. But it's where back in 2022 where that Hermit's Peak and Calf Can fire hit New Mexico, where people are still trying to recover from that. People are still trying to get compensated through FEMA for that. Yeah, it's been a time for people. But I loved this. I liked the idea of this book. Hold on just a minute. I have a phone call coming through. Alrighty. So the reason I got this, obviously, because it's Hermit's Peak, right? So I grew up right by it. And then as I was reading the inside cover, it says, "When an old family friend unexpected, oh my goodness, I'm stuck. Now I'm stuck. Unexpectedly leaves Kevin Kearney 6,400 acres of high country land outside Las Vegas, New Mexico. The last thing Kearney wants to think about is police work." That was just the beginning. And when I saw Las Vegas, New Mexico, I was like, "Oh, I gotta get this," because that's where I grew up. And then I read the back cover, and this is the photo of the author. He also has a book called Tularosa, Mexican Hat and Serpent Gate. He is a former deputy sheriff for Santa Fe County. He established the first sex crimes unit there and led it to award-winning status. He has also served as an instructor at the New Mexico Law Enforcement Academy and as an investigator for the New Mexico Public Defender's Office, and he lives in Santa Fe, New Mexico. So I thought that was really cool. So if I can find more of his books, I probably will get them. And I just love that photo there. As a matter of fact, the photo that I have on my YouTube, the page, the channel, the cover photo, that's Hermit's Peak. And that was one of the drives that we took up there years ago. So that was one cool thing I got. And then I got this. Oh, it's a magnet. I'm like, what in the world is falling out? And then I got this one. Live a Life Worth Loving. And it's by Susie Toronto. Years and years ago, I used to do pocket letters. One of these days, I need to pull them out and show them to you. As a matter of fact, I'm thinking of getting the ones my mom had because we used to do them together. And I've been trying to integrate her craft stuff into mine and use it in my journals and different things. But anyway, one of these days I will show them to you so you can see what I'm talking about if you don't know. But they're really cool. And in one of the pocket letters, in one of the envelopes with it, someone had sent me photos, like cut pages out of a book. I'm assuming like this, or maybe I don't know if they cut out of the book or they bought them just like that. I don't know. But it was this author, this whole thing, and it looked like this. So that one says, "Dare to be wacky, live a life worth loving." And, you know, they have like, when you stumble, make it part of the dance. There you go, Tracy, with your dancing. Every time I think of dancing now, I think of you. And I was just telling my husband today, we were actually watching your video earlier, your most recent video, which today's 14th. So it was one about planting the seeds and all of that stuff that you had going on. It was wonderful. By the way, I love your videos. And I was telling him we were watching you dancing, and you picked a good song to match your dancing anyway, even though you were listening to other music. But I was telling him maybe I need to start doing that. Just let myself be silly. Let myself dance it out, whether I do it on video or not. But just to do that, because that would help me get some movement in. That would help me to release some of this pent up emotional things, you know, just get it out and be able to laugh and just be silly. Like I've never allowed myself, even as a kid, really, to be silly and, you know, just have fun. So I just want to say thank you, Tracy, for doing, you know, sharing that and just being silly and sharing all your, like, you know, the quirkiness and all this stuff, because I love it. It just makes me feel like, gives me joy, and it makes me feel inspired and encouraged to try a lot of the things and allow myself to do the things that I find fun and silly, because there's so many things that come to my head. I'm like, no, don't do that. You're supposed to be serious. Yeah. And it's just wonderful. Here's for all the chocolate lovers. Behind every successful woman is a substantial amount of chocolate. And I know a few of those. Margie, if you're watching, that reminds me of you. And it's funny, I'll read this part here because it's a shorter. I don't know, they're kind of like just either poems or little things to read as encouragement. So this is called Chocolate. Everyone should be actively engaged in something they truly believe in. I believe in chocolate. As a matter of fact, I believe in excessive amounts of really good, rich, dark chocolate. Besides, I can't think of anything that's not immoral or illegal that makes me as happy. And now they say it's actually good for us. So there you go. It's a green light, a legitimate excuse, permission from God to eat all the chocolate you want. Susie Toronto. And that's funny because I run into my dad too, because he loves chocolate. And if I ever have a headache and I ever say I have a headache, or like if my back hurts or something, eat chocolate. It's good for pain. I'm not that much of a chocolate fanatic, but maybe if I find some good dark chocolate that I really like, you never know. Although I do love my favorite candy is a whatchamacallit. Maybe that's another Dear Diary series just about favorite things, favorite candies and stuff like that. Do you guys eat whatchamacallits? Because that's always been one of my favorites. And I have a few others, but that one is, yeah, that's my favorite. So as far as chocolate goes anyway. But this is like a really, I think what I'm going to do, I think I may share these during my Dear Diary videos, because they just have, it's like, I love the art in this. I just love how colorful it is, and just all of the encouraging notes and stuff that she has in here. Flip-flops make your toes feel like they're on vacation. So it was a really, really good book. I think I paid $2.99 for this one, for both of them actually. Yeah, $2.99. So I I don't know if like their hardcovers are always $2.99 or just depending on the size, but they do have colors on them. So I know some days they have different ones like on sale, 50% off or something. That day I don't remember. I don't remember what I paid for them. So I just know that's what it says there. And then yesterday, part of our anniversary celebration was to pick something that we both wanted to do outside of going to eat and all that. So my something was to go to the Book Mountain used bookstore. One of my favorite places in Santa Fe, and I had not been there in a very long time. Oh my goodness. Oh, I shouldn't have moved it. If I went to move it, I could have gotten a quick video of Graham. He loves to lay there with his legs up in the air, and he's just so comfortable. I did send a picture the other day, I think, to, I don't know if it was Lori or Letty, or both of them, maybe, of him doing that. I'm like, this boy, he just like his legs up in the air, and it's hilarious. I love it because he's just so comfortable, and but he moved, so maybe next time. So anyway, I picked the used bookstore, and what's really cool about this bookstore, and you might have these places in your towns too, but any book that I buy from there, I could take back for credit. So how they do it is like this book that I got is $12.99. Would be $12.99 if you bought it new in most bookstores. It's like the cover price, I guess. So they take a percentage of that, and that's what they charge. I don't know what the percentage is. I'm not exactly sure. But you end up paying, I think for the 3 books, maybe paid $15 altogether. And one of them would have been, like I said, $12.99 on one. One would have been $15.99. The other one would have been $10 at cover price. And they are used, so they do, you end up paying like $4 each. But when you take them back, you get a certain percentage off the cover price as well. That's true for any book. So like if I took like this book, if I take it to them after I read it, I would get a percentage off of $24. And this other one, oh Lord, my eyes, $19.95 for this one. So you get a percentage off of that, and you can either use it that day towards buying other books, or keep it as credit and build your credit there. And I've been putting books in the free library, which I love, so I don't mind doing that, and I get books out of there as well. But I'm also thinking of keeping half of the books that I give out, like take back, and take them to the bookstore so I can get new books, because they have the clips that I'll share of the place that when we went there it's packed full. It would take me hours to go through everything. Coffee break before it gets cold on me again. My first one got cold, so Ben brought me some more and got cold again. Oh, by the way, these are flowers. I don't know, that we got yesterday. I think I talked about this already in the last video. I don't know. But anyways, squirrel brain. So this is the first one. I don't remember where I heard about this book, why I heard about this book, and if I was supposed to, why I thought I wanted to get it. I don't remember. It's probably in my notes somewhere in my commonplace books. But anyways, I saw it, and I remember someone mentioning it in a video or something. So I got this one. It's Eat to Live by Dr. Joel Fuhrman. I think I've seen him in a video is what it was. So I'm not exactly sure what the book is really about, like what he talks about. I know it's like about losing weight, being healthy, and all that stuff, but I think he does lean, I don't know if he leans towards like more vegetarian lifestyle or not, but some of it does talk about that, or at least eating more fish as opposed to red meat is kind of what I gathered from what I looked at. And I talked about this in a video, the walking video that I had. So maybe I won't talk about that part in here, but because I think that'll either go with this or that'll go with its own. But it does give case studies of people who went to him and lost weight and different things were going on. So that's like the first chapter, digging our graves with forks and knives. And this is like, I think it goes over different things with the, the American diet and all the stuff that's in it. And there is a foreword is by Can't say his first name. Mehmet. C. Oz, Dr. Oz. I think this is the same Dr. Oz as the show. I don't know. And he also has books called Eat for Your Health, Disease Proof Your Child, Cholesterol Protection for Life, Fasting and Eating for Health. So it looks like a really interesting one. And so I'm going to look through it, see what information I can gather. It has recipes. I just found some recipes. Ooh. Yummy banana oat bars. Banana walnut ice cream. I can't have, but this is non-dairy. I don't think I'd use soy milk though. I've maybe hemp milk or almond milk to make this. They have a vegetable omelet, cheese, spinach and Brussels sprouts marinara. That sounds yummy. Vegetable bean burrito. I had a whole food plant-based diet for a while. I used to make my own burgers from black beans and sweet potatoes. I made a whole bunch of different things. I need to find that recipe book because I was writing down so many different plant-based recipes because I was dealing with a lot of, like stomach issues that I deal with now, but at that time it was more gallbladder issues, and doing that helped me detox my body. I lost 30 pounds in like the first 3 months, I think, that I did that. And I did that for like 6 months. Then of course I started eating meat again, and I don't really eat a lot of meat, really. It's just, I eat some. I just don't really like chicken, and I know I'm supposed to eat chicken all the time, but I'm trying to learn. I know I found a way that I really do like chicken though. I buy this, I don't know what brand it is from Walmart, but it's the no antibiotics, no hormones, that whatever chicken it is. It's a little more expensive, but it is yummy with this turmeric pepper bone broth that I get from Sprouts. And then I used, I put some of that beef tallow, the turmeric pepper beef tallow. Oh, the bone broth is turmeric ginger. I don't know if I said turmeric pepper, but it's ginger. And then the other one, then I put in fresh ginger, fresh turmeric, and fresh garlic, and the chicken. And sometimes I'll add in quinoa or rice or couscous or something, potatoes, something for the starch. But yeah, it's good. And I think I did a video of that recipe. I can kind of, if you're interested in that, I can kind of give you, what I could do maybe is when I buy the bone broth and that, I can share it one more time as like a recipe video. I don't measure things. I kind of measure with the idea of, put in how you feel. There's this meme that I saw once. It said, something about like the spices don't stop until you hear your ancestors say, "That's enough, my child." That's how I do my chili and my garlic and everything else. So anyway, if you guys are interested in some of these recipes though, I can share them with you. I can maybe type them out in like the descriptions of some of the videos where I share this, or like just every once in a while I can share one. This one, kale with cashew cream sauce. I love kale. Cashews are good. So these are a lot of vegetarian and vegan like things, which are fine. Easy 3 being vegetable chili. This is probably not going to be something I like. Tofu, I've had it a couple times. I don't mind it. The 5 teaspoons chili powder or more to taste. I will probably go more. I've never used cumin in my chili. I could try it. 10 ounces frozen onions. I can do with the onions. Broccoli is fine. Cauliflower is fine. Garlic's fine. Pinto beans. That's great. Black beans. I'm good with that. Red beans. And here is where I say no. 1 28-ounce canned diced tomatoes. No salt added. Nope. Canned chopped mild green chili. I can use a can, but I have fresh green chili. That I don't mind. Fresh frozen corn. Okay. This is more like if I view this as more of a soup, not a chili, then I'll put the tomatoes in. But when I make chili, like chili, whether it's like a chili and beans or chili or like Frito pies, chili from enchiladas. There's no tomatoes in there. I don't know. I know a lot of people make it that way. Maybe I need to try it, but that's not chili. Maybe I don't know. It's not okay. It's because northern New Mexico chili is different. I know there's a lot of different kind of chilies, and that's why I have this mentality, and I don't. Plus, me and tomatoes don't get along that great. They kind of bother me. I get with tomatoes, pineapples, bananas. I get like the roof of my mouth will burn. So I think I have a slight I don't know if it's an allergy or just like an intolerance to it. But still, in a soup, we'll call it a easy 3 bean vegetable soup with chili, and then I could put the tomatoes. Yeah, but I don't know. All this stuff sounds really good. Bean enchiladas. I can go with that. I don't mind the bean enchiladas. I love enchiladas, though. And I need to figure out what I'm making for dinner today. I do have a couple of ribeyes that I bought me and my husband, and I bought some cube steaks for my in-laws. But then looking at this, I could maybe make enchiladas, or maybe I need to go to the store and get a taco salad. See, I need to put this away before I keep going. Herbed white beans with hummus. I love hummus. Oh my goodness, there's so many good recipes in here. Okay, I think I need to stop looking at that, but it even has like a weekly shopping list. So if you guys are interested in anything from this book, let me know and I will share more. But anyway, this is one of the books I got. It was in the section. I don't think this one is like Amish related or anything, but it is that style of book. And it looked like there is a whole series of different authors that are doing a book for this series called Love Finds You. So it's like Love Finds You in certain places. This one is Love Finds You in Branson, Missouri. And that I had to get this one for 2 reasons. It looks like a really good book, and because Brenda from Read the Bible on Facebook, it was a group that I've been with since like YouTube days, or not YouTube, Yahoo days. And I don't remember if they were on MySpace as well. Yeah, I'm dating myself here, but she lives in Branson, Missouri. So this book is by Gwen Ford Falconberry, and it's called An Old Diary Tells a Tale of Love and Loss. Will History Repeat Itself? So she says Allie Heinrichs dreams of becoming a famous Broadway actress. Instead, Allie is cast as a rural heroine in Branson's outdoor drama, The Shepherd of the Hills. In a grudging attempt to get in touch with her character, Allie translates her great-grandmother's diary and is soon swept up in a tale of love and loss, wisdom and faith. As Allie grows close to Will Howard, her director, and a descendant of the original Shepherd of the Hills, she finds her great-grandmother's experiences merge with her own, and when the past offers a chance to repeat itself, Allie must decide whether to pursue her dream at all costs or allow love to flourish in the beautiful Ozark Hills. So, let's see. The author also has Love Finds You in Romeo, Colorado, and she has 3 devotionals. She's a professor of English at her local college and lives in Arkansas, Ozark Mountains, with her husband and 3 children. So I'm going to start this, and it's going to be fun. Once I get going, it's just I'm so used to not reading the novels for fun anymore that I'm like trying to I'm in that information overload with everything else, and I need a break. So and this is the last one I got. It is a migraine journal for women. So I've been trying to find ways to track some symptoms because I forget. I have my little medical book. It's like a tiny little one like this where I write down things, but it's all over the place. And sometimes I forget to take it with me, or I forget to write in it. This one's a little bigger. It's bright color, and hopefully I can do it. But this is a migraine tracker. This is part of it. I need some water. I don't know, my throat is very dry. I think it's with the winds that we've had, and I've been outside walking, I have allergy symptoms. And it's been exceptionally dry here. This is the first, we had one snowstorm, I think, back in November. That was pretty significant, I guess. But we've had these little dustings of snow, but there's no moisture in it. It seems like it's just because it's so dry, it just seems like it's gone. This one that we had to this morning. We had some snow and then we had rain. It actually wet the ground. The ground stayed wet. It's so, I am hoping this helps because I'm even having ear problems, and that's usually happens with migraines. I mean, with allergies. So this is what this looks like here. I don't know if you can see it. So it's just a diary, and you write in the day of the week, the time it starts, the time it ends, and so the whole duration. You write down the weather, so it gives you like the little weather icons and the temperature, the location of the pain scale, triggers, and so this is the part I don't know. So this is going to help me a lot because there's a few different triggers here, and it lists like drugs, driving, illness, bright lights, hunger, dehydration, which I think that's mine sometimes, tiredness, lack of sleep, alcohol, caffeine could be part of my problem, certain foods, that could be another, weather, PMS, commute, reading, work stress, home stress, noise, computer, eye strain, smells, motion, and other. So there's a lot in there that I deal with sometimes, but I would never have put like, oh, I got a headache because of, I don't know, like smells or the motion, although I get motion sickness and it will cause a headache. It was just not something that I put together. And it gives you relief measures. So it gives 3 different kinds that you can try. And then if there's others, you can write them in. So one's a cold pack, medication, and dimming the lights. Then it has a place for notes. And then it has what time did you go to bed last night? What time did you get up? Date of your last menstrual period. And that's just basically the whole entire book. And it has, it doesn't have any page numbers. And this was from Las Vegas, Nevada, whoever wrote this. It was 120 pages. It just says made in the USA, Las Vegas, Nevada, February 18th, 2023. That's hilarious because my birthday is on February 18th. So I guess I needed this. Oh, and this is the little, you can't see if it's there. That's the bookstore at Book Mountain. So I love that little place. It's amazing. It's like this little old house. And like the style of Santa Fe houses, like the little adobe houses and stuff. So it's really nice. Like you go in and it's like, what would have been maybe like the living room or whatever. And then like the next little step up and then to the next part. And then you go into another little room down in the bottom. There's like a few rooms in there. It's like in a little old house, it's like that feel. And it's just all the smell of the books. It's just amazing. So those were my hauls from our anniversary. Well, one was from, like I said, last Sunday, and these ones were part of my anniversary gift from like us to us kind of thing, I guess. And his was going to the skate park. So you will see clips of that as well in my video to come when I was walking around. So I don't think I'll add that to this. I think I'll put that in next time because this is already 34 minutes. So I will add that. It'll be a separate video all on its own. And I think that's it. So if you guys are interested in any of these books, to see more of them, more recipes, or if you want to know how this Love Finds You in Branson is, keep me accountable that I read it. And also this Hermit's Peak novel. And I will share more of this eventually because I think that one will be fun to share. Oh, and before I forget, today, let me get a copy. Diana, who I've known for years through online ministry, through Proverbs 31's ministries. Now we do At the Well Ministries. We do the studies. She's one of our team leaders. She used to be our group leader before. The studies, the one that we're doing now, the Untangle Your Emotions, she sent me that book as well, both of them. And then she sent me this one today. I got this, Luke in the Land, Walking with Jesus in His First Century World by Christy McLeland. And these books, when you order these, they're from Lifeway.com. I don't know if you guys need there's like the ISBN number in that, but when you order these, they have a video series that goes along with it. So most of these will come with video access. So they give each person a password to get in when you buy the books. So, and it kind of gives you, this one's It's like photos, different things, and like gives you like explanations of different things that you'll be reading throughout Luke. Let's see the introduction. Like here at the beginning, it says, answer the following questions before you start the study. I'm here because my heart needs. Where would you want to visit in Israel and why? I think I know, but I'll share that in a Dear Diary. With whom in Luke's gospel would you want to have coffee? Well, coffee, yay! What would you want to discuss? You could go back in a time machine and witness any story or event that takes place in the Gospels. Which one would it be and why? Okay, these are going to definitely be Dear Diary questions. That's awesome. I'm going to stick this little note that I have Letty's questions written on, and I'm going to stick it here because I'm going to go through those and share them with you guys in one of the Dear Diary. Oh, thank you, Diana, for the book. She has been such a wonderful encourager, like inspiration for me through my faith walk. She's been like having another mom, an online mom, through the Bible studies. Like I have all these wonderful people who have been a part of my life for years, and I'm so grateful that I have them and God gave them to me throughout my life, because there's times like there's excuse me, no one who will replace my mom. There's no one would it be able to give me the advice that my mom would have given me if I have a question, but he's giving me people who have been with me throughout the years and who I can go to for advice like I would have gone to my mom. Most of them are older than me. They have children, grandchildren that are my age maybe or whatever. And like it's amazing that he knows what we're going to need when we're going to need it, and he just provides that. And I'm so grateful for the people he's given me in my life, and I'm so grateful for all the things that my mom taught me, for the fact that she took me to church and made sure I knew who God was, who Jesus was, and that I needed to have that relationship with him, because without that, I don't know where I would be right now. And she was the one who put me there in that church building as a child, before I even knew I was there. And I loved it. It was like the most amazing place to be for me. And I miss that. I miss sitting with her. And I do want to go visit my hometown church where I grew up. It's going to be so weird though, because every family member who attended with me throughout my life is no longer alive. And I mean, besides like my sisters and stuff like that, but like the older ones that I went with, that I continuously went with, they're all gone. It's weird to think that many of them, even family members that were already in attendance there for years, even before I was born, a lot of them are gone too. So like I used to go with my mom, of course, my grandma, my grandpa, my aunt, and my tio was there, and they're all gone now. And I just think like walking in there's going to be so hard, because the last time I went to that church building was for my grandma's funeral. And before that, there was my tio Eloy's funeral, which is my dad's mom's brother, one of her youngest brothers. I think there's one of that family left out of the brothers and sisters of my grandma's. And then prior to that was my Uncle Rick, my mom's brother, and my mom before that. So in the last 2 years, it'll be 3 years this year since my mom's been gone, but in that time frame, that's when I've been to church, is for their funerals. And so it's going to be really hard to walk in there, but I'd love to visit, because I miss the singing. I miss the people. I miss the place, just that feel of being there. And I miss my Torah study group, when being able to get together on Saturdays on the Sabbath. I'm so grateful for technology in that respect as well, because like I've said before, we are able to get together on Monday morning, Tuesday mornings, sometimes Wednesday, sometimes Thursday morning for at least an hour on the phone, over the phone, just reading through the Torah portion for the week, and being able to hear what everyone got out of it and discussing that is just wonderful. I'm so grateful for that. God is good no matter what situation we find ourselves in, no matter what is going on in our lives, what we're facing. He's still good because, like I said, like it says in the word, we are not promised that we wouldn't suffer in this life. We just have to keep our focus on him. And one thing I heard once again on the real Alex Clark's last video that I watched, the guy that's on there, Dr. Josh Axe, I think, he shared his morning spiritual, I forgot what he called it, triathlon. And this is how he feels, how he stays healthy, as well, of course, eating healthy and doing all the stuff. But this was his main thing. He gets up, he says what he's grateful for, or writes it down, says it, whatever, however he does it. You focus on gratitude immediately and keep that your focus. And then he sits down and he reads the word of God. Then he prays. And that is his day. And while he's doing that, he said he drinks his superfood smoothie. And I think even there, I don't know that he gave the recipe during that, but I think there's one on his website. So I can find it. I will share that with you later on in one of the, recipe videos or something. But, I thought of that and I thought gratitude. I need to focus on the gratitude. Stop letting the worry and all of the grief and all the stuff take front focus. Be grateful for everything, for the ones who have gone before. Be grateful for all the things that you learned from them, all the time you spent with them, what they've given you, what they taught you, and the people that you are here with now, what they're teaching you, what the time that you can spend with them, and just how life evolves. And like in my last video that you'll see probably before this one, today is February 14th. It is mine and my husband's 22nd wedding anniversary. On the 11th, it was our 23rd anniversary from our first date, and we've been together ever since that day. And I think of that, and like, that time could not have passed. It's like, that's a long time, 22 years we've been married. And in that time, there's been so many different things happening. And a lot of times we let those hardships and those hard things that we face, all the issues, the everyday issues with job loss, illness, cars breaking down, just all the things that have happened throughout our marriage, loss of our family members, loss of pets, loss of all this stuff. If I continue to let those things bring me to a dark space, I'm going to lose out on the memories I could be making, being in the moment, in the present time, being grateful for all the love that God has given me through the people that he has given me in my life. So today, make sure that you let those people that you know that you love know that you love them, in whatever way that you do it. Do that every day. Focus on gratitude. And what are you grateful for today? I'm grateful for 22 years with my husband. I'm grateful for all the things, like I said, that my mom taught me, that my grandpa, my grandma, my tia, my tío, and my dad's my grandma and grandpa on my dad's side, all my aunts and uncles, my cousins who have passed on, all the times that I've spent with them, the ones that are still alive that I just don't see often enough. I'm grateful for all the time I've got spent with them and all the things we learned and shared together, and just grateful that God has given me my family, my friends, all these people here on YouTube that I've met, people through online Bible studies. That's all God. And he knew what I needed when I needed it, and he has given it to me every single time. He's never forsaken me. He's never left me alone. And I've got to remember that, and so do you, because he loves you more than anything. He knows everything about you. He knows what you need. And if we just listen for his still small voice, we will know what to do. There won't be something that we'll miss because we're listening. When we let the busyness of the world cloud our mind and get into our head, then we miss his still small voice. So keep living out the love that he's given you. Be grateful. Count your blessings every day. read the word, say your prayers, and love on the people that He's given you, and love yourself. And I'll see you guys in the next one. God bless you. Bye.